You're listening to Trax FM's podcast. If you've enjoyed our content, more podcasts are available on the RTM Click app and website. Let us know what you think. Please email us at traxfm.rtm@gmail.com. Like and follow us on social media at Trax FM Official.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to W Talk, the empowering segment that kicks off Fridays with lots of inspiration and also insights. And I'm your host, Anil, on the mic. And every week at 11:15 on Fridays, we actually dive into the stories and experiences of remarkable women who are actually making waves in a diverse plethora of profession and fields. So I want everyone to join me as we celebrate their achievements, learn from their journeys, and also get motivated to conquer our own aspirations. This is W Talk on Trax Momentum, and joining me on the phone lines is our very special guest who will be speaking to us on the topic that we have set today, which is living a positive life with disabilities. And to share her experiences and share her life's journey, please welcome Nisshaa Muniandy, a teacher and a poet, here on W Talk. Good morning, Nisshaa.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Just a couple of days ago, I was actually, watching videos of you on TikTok and you being a very inspirational teacher and how you command the attention from your students. And then here I am on this Friday having a chat with you. So great.
That's good to know.
All right, great. So before we start things off, I'm sure our listeners are very eager to know who Nisshaa Muniandy is. So tell them about yourself, Nisshaa.
Hello, I am Nisshaa. I am a teacher, a part-time teacher, a writer, and also diagnosed with, dystonia and living with disabilities. Yeah.
Okay. So you were actually diagnosed with epilepsy at the tender age of 10. And then what happened was 7 years later, you were diagnosed with dystonia. Now, these two, maybe epilepsy, we've heard about it, but dystonia is a pretty new physical condition, if I may say. So to enhance our listeners' understanding, Nisshaa, could you tell us more and explain to us what does being diagnosed with epilepsy and also dystonia mean to you?
Yes, of course. Dystonia is involuntary muscle movement. It's muscle contraction more different. You see, the muscle always keep on pulling my neck, my back, and my legs and my hands. So there's no stop, actually. It's every day. It's very tiring to do a task when you have a constant contraction in your body.
If I can just get into your mind, how do you prepare yourself, or what do you tell yourself to actually endure and sustain on a day-to-day basis to go out there and do the things that you love despite of your physical condition? How do you prepare yourself mentally? What do you tell yourself?
I have a lot of positive talks with me. If you ask this question, I understand I will not able to answer it because I was so negative. But now it's just a new day, a new opportunity for me to open the door and know people and be their friend and somehow inspire them in a small way.
Yeah.
And that makes me to let's wake up, let's do something today.
Right. You're just a testament that, heroes are not only seen on television, heroes are amongst us as well, and you're one of them, Nisshaa. You're a hero.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I'm sure you've become a hero to many of the younger kids in your family, but I'm interested to know, how did this affect your family, especially your parents?
My parents, because this started when I was 6 years old, so and they were devastated because I was a healthy child. And then suddenly they see my hand and started to shake, and they tried a lot of treatments, but they could not cure me.
Okay.
Yeah, they were devastated. They could not explain to me I have problem. I had to learn myself that I have such disabilities with myself. My parents wanted to hide it, that no, you are normal. But I'm like, there's something wrong with me.
And were you given any sort of therapy? Did you attend any therapeutic treatment to help you deal with these muscle spasms that you were having?
Yes, treatments, yes. I go to physiotherapy and acupuncture and massages, Ayurvedic massages to remove the pain. Because I always have pain in my body. I can't stop having.
Right. So pain is something that you are constantly enduring day to day. Pain is not new to you.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Every day,
Wow.
that's
Wow.
the thing.
But it's just amazing, I think, that the fact that you were able to tame that pain and still live with it. You know, you're living on your terms and not the terms of the pain that it's putting you through, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, have you ever experienced any uncomfortable moments or moments that actually put you at a very tight spot and that has, significantly impacted the progress or the growth in your life? Any moments that you can share, Nisshaa?
I can't remember because, for example, I can't get a job. Because when you apply for a job as a teacher, they will see if you are physically able. And I'm here with all my disabilities. I can't hide them either.
Okay.
So when I, apply for a job, they always say, they will not say it, but, do not accept me. Even though I have master's degree, but no. Because I just have this disability, they don't accept me as a teacher. Yeah.
Did you always want to be a teacher?
Yeah, I think so. Because my parents are teachers. Since both of my parents are teachers, and I have always been teaching since I was young. When students come to my house, and I be their teacher, so I automatically have that teacher ability, I think.
Right. You're keeping up to the family legacy, yeah? And you're keeping the fire burning. Born to 2 teachers, and you see a teacher in you as well. Right. And how has this, disability affected your mental health? And how do you take care of yourself mentally?
Oh, yeah. It's really bad. Like before this, before I'm 27, it affected me so bad. I used to be very depressed, thinking about my own self, like what future I have, and all that. And then I did, I said, I cannot be like this anymore. I started to take therapy. I started to attend courses. There's a lot of courses out there, self-acceptance and all that courses. And I took it and I said, you know what, let's be positive about it. It's okay. Because I can't exchange my body,
Yeah.
I'm going to be with myself forever, so that's my escape.
Amazing, Nisshaa. I'm so inspired having this conversation with you. But Nisshaa, just hold your thoughts before we jump into the next set of questions. We'll go in for a quick break, and when we come back, we shall resume with our very interesting conversation today, okay?
Okay.
All right, for our listeners, I'm speaking to Nisshaa Muniandy. She's a teacher and also a poet. And today we're talking about living a positive life with disabilities. Keep it right here on W Talk Attracts Momentum. I'll be back.
Some things look good on paper. Some things are written in the stars. Some stories are worth telling. And then there's ours. Some things look like forever. That picture perfect dream come true. Some people make you better. And then there's you. I guess it is what it is. Wrong place, wrong time. But I couldn't resist those nighttime white lies stuck on your lips. You were my heaven sent. Now if I never see you again, I guess it is what it is. False hope broke me like I'm something to fix. Road trip, top love, then we drove up the cliff. You were my heaven sent. Now if I never see you again, I guess it is what it is. I gotta hand it to you. You play the victim all too well. It's hard to know you're lying when you're lying to yourself. If the tears won't work, you won't find those words that'll ever fix my heart. 'Cause the day I feel for you is the day I feel apart. I guess it is what it is. Wrong place, wrong time, but I couldn't resist those nighttime white lies stuck on your lips. You were my heaven sent. Now if I never see you again, I guess it is what it is. False hope broke me like I'm something to fix. Road trip, top love, then we drove off the cliff. You were my heaven sent. Now if I never see you again, I guess it is what it is. Wrong place, wrong time, but I couldn't resist those nighttime white lies stuck on your lips. You were my heaven sent. Now if I never see you again, I guess it is what it is. False hope broke me like I'm something to fix. Road trip, top love, then we drove off the cliff. You were my heaven sent. Now if I never see you again, I guess it is what it is.
W Talk, where we bring inspiring women from all walks of life. Catch us live at RTM Click and also Trax FM's official Facebook page every Friday and be inspired. 11:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. Only on Trax FM, your favorite station.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to W Talk on Trax Momentum. I'm Anil on the mic, and joining me on the phone lines is Nisshaa Muniandy. She's a teacher and a poet, and she's living with a physical condition diagnosed with dystonia and also epilepsy, and she's sharing her wisdom today with us on how we can live a positive life with disabilities. Nisshaa, welcome back to the discussion.
Hello.
Nisshaa, I want you to very candidly, just from the top of your head, from your heart, I want you to speak out to our listeners out there, because I'm very sure that there are people out there who are also living with disabilities as well. Maybe not the one similar to yours, but some disabilities. And then they're probably in a crossroads, in a dilemma in their lives where they're not able to accept their physical condition. They're not able to accept the predicament that they're in right now. And I want you to share your experience and how you came to terms with your condition, and then you embraced it, and then you went on going on to TikTok, and you put yourself out there in the limelight to show the world that, hey, look, I'm Nisshaa Muniandy, this is what I am diagnosed with, but you know what, I am not going to let it set me back even an inch. Talk to them.
Yeah, that is I like the way you put it. So beautifully. You see, it's a 10 years process. 10 years of me accepting myself. It's not easy. It's not one day night. Yeah. But I can tell you one thing, You only have yourself. There's no one for you to back up. Right. Back up yourself. So this one could always hit me. As I am, I'm always enough. That could hit me so deep. I don't know how deeply it hit me, but for me, it is everything else that being me is enough. Okay. Really? And so from that moment, I say, okay, you know what? However I am, let's just accept it and just go on fire.
And are there any treatments available out there for to minimize sort of the impacts of dystonia, Nisshaa?
I think there's no cure for dystonia at all. So you have to live with this condition. But there's surgery.
Okay.
There'll be surgery, but it's only 50%. There's no 100% cure, just 50% for me. So I'll be undergoing an operation on this November.
Okay. And what does the operation aim to achieve? What is the outcome? To reduce the side effects, to reduce the spasms, or is it like one step to reaching a point of cure?
No, there's no cure. It is just to reduce the movement that I'm having now, so that the pain is reduced, because I always have cramps, very terrible cramps, and I cry, so I want to reduce that.
Okay. And is how, to what extent does it challenge you actually for you to carry out your day-to-day tasks? What are the things that you can do? So walk us through, what does Nisshaa do? And she gets up in the morning and she draws her curtains and she looks at the sun and she looks at the skies and she's got hope for another beautiful day. Walk us through Nishaa's day-to-day life.
I wake up and I have to do my to-do list I have, because I'm a content creator at the moment. So I have to create content.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I always look at my timetable to see which content to post today, and edit it. There's so much of editing work. It's so hard. It's my body. It's so hard to edit, but I do it. And it's very exciting to do this kind of work. And also I teach, so I do my lesson plans, and then I do yoga. I work out.
Wow, you do yoga too. Amazing.
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any pets? Do you try to connect with animals?
Oh my God, I do have a cat. Yeah,
okay.
It's just possibly of this one. I was like, don't come near me.
It's so good and so positive, and it's so empowering to hear what you just said, because sometimes the number one advice that maybe psychiatrists or counselors give to people who are very low on their life or at their lowest point is to get back into the habit of having a routine. Don't let your setbacks just stop you from going on and embracing life. Have a routine and stick to that routine, because that routine will get your mind off whatever that you're feeling sad and sappy about, and it'll give you that hope. You know what? Because I've
Yeah.
got a routine, I've got an agenda to fulfill every day when I get up, and I'm going to see through it, just like how you're doing it, Nisshaa.
Yes, true. Like it can be, and just the smallest task, it can be 5 minutes of yoga, and then I'm done.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be too long.
And I also find you to be a very inspirational person because, just by talking to you, you're not present in the studios, but just by speaking to you, I can actually feel it from the bottom of my heart. I'm saying this. I can actually see how your physical condition is setting you back and holding you back from, speaking to us and sharing your thoughts. But you're still pushing it through. You're still, there's this word called grit. Grit is that when you bite your teeth, when you're just 1 inch, you're just 1 mile away before reaching the finish line. But you just have to finish that rep and you bite your teeth and you do it. And that's what I can feel. And I'm almost tearing right now speaking to you, Nisshaa, but you're very inspirational. Very, very inspirational. Now,
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I also understand that you're a poet too. So how did this begin? How did this journey begin?
Oh, because I did my degree in TESOL, teaching English as a second language. So in there, there's a class called literature. And I took that class, and I have to write poems and analyze poems.
Okay.
So that's when the entire journey started. I was like, what, this is amazing. So I started writing my feelings. And somehow it's been, I think, 6 years now. I've been continuously writing poems.
You mind reciting a poem for us?
Oh my God! I mean, there's so many. I don't know which one.
Pick one, your favorite one. This is your moment to shine, Nisshaa. Everyone is listening to you, and it's your time to inspire all the women out there. Go ahead.
Oh my God! This is so sudden again. I can't really remember.
Okay, that's fine. But anyway, throughout the conversation, if anything just comes into your mind, let me know, okay?
Okay.
I'll
definitely.
So talk to us about your future plans, where you aim to see yourself. What are the things, what are your ambitions in life? What do you want to achieve?
Ambitions. Wow, it's a big word. I have lost. Because you see, I can't predict what will happen to me because I've been bedridden twice in my 20s, and I have dropped the idea of ambition. What I'm doing now is living me out in present moment. Whatever happens, happens, because I can't predict what's going to happen to my body. Very unpredictable. And the only one thing I have is to just live it out, to live the maximum of myself, live out myself. In words or any way. Yeah.
And have you faced any form of subtle or any vivid discrimination throughout your life growing up?
Of course.
How did you deal with that? Nisshaa?
Because this happens throughout my life. It's not like I'm not, how to say, like that's not a day without it, because even my Instagram and TikTok, that's always people will be commenting on me. And I think for me, it took me a while to accept this, and I think you are nobody to judge me, Yeah, and you don't have to think that I have. So I cannot be sad what you say about me, because I know how much I struggle to just get up and do stuff. Yeah. And I come across a poem now.
Yes, okay. Good on you. All right, go ahead.
Okay. She may not be perfect, but be with her. And you realize perfection doesn't describe her enough. The short one.
All right. Can you repeat that again? She may not be perfect. Okay.
She may not be perfect.
Okay.
But be with her. And you will realize perfection doesn't describe her enough.
Wow. Beautiful. Amazing words. I have to say, on behalf of my producer Rose, producer Lisham, and myself, we just wish that we were next to you right now. So on that note, let me just play you a very quick song and head in for a break. Here's Next to You by Sting, and this one's for you, Nisshaa. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to W Talk on Tracks Momentum. I'm Anil on the mic, and today we're speaking about living a positive life with disabilities. And on the phone lines with me is a teacher and also poet, Nisshaa Muniandy, who has been diagnosed with dystonia and also epilepsy, but yet she never fails to inspire all of us with her heroic tales. Nisshaa, welcome back to the discussion.
Hello.
Now, it's very important for us to know that inspiration actually knows no bounds. And sometimes our journey to success is actually fueled by these stories that we hear that gives us hope that there's always, like my grandmother always says, she says, Anil, every cloud has a silver lining. And if life gives you lemon, you better just go make lemonade and just live life with that. Nisshaa? And I think you are, epitome of that. Now, being this inspirational character that you are, on this special W Talk, I would say, what is your advice to people out there who are in a similar situation that you are in, Nisshaa?
Live your life out, That's all I can say, because sometimes we have too into our problems, we forget that we have a life to live. Like how extraordinary is your life. Like, I cannot tell you how amazing, how blessed you are to live. And I think you shouldn't waste it. Go for it. No matter how you are, no matter how you look, your status, doesn't matter. Live. And this life is to be celebrated.
Absolutely. Not a single grain of doubt. Life is to be celebrated. The gift of life itself is a blessing from up above. And what is your advice to the many out there who are, they're very shy, they're resentful because they fear that they'll be judged by people out there. And just because of that, simply because of that one fear of being judged, they resent and they hold back from seeking help. What's your message to them, Nisshaa?
I think it's important to seek help. Very important. I went through a therapy, psychotherapy. I talked almost to 3 psychotherapies. I asked for help because I need help. And I'm not shy about it, You see, if you don't ask help, I don't think so you can grow.
Okay.
And I always think it's important to grow every day, not like single day you're missing out. Every day is a growth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Any final words before I let you go for the day, Nisshaa?
I love yourself.
Okay.
Celebrate your life. No matter
yourself.
what, because
Go ahead. Yeah.
Because I have repeatedly said this, you have one life and one body, so go ahead.
One life, one body, so go ahead. Wow. That can be a very good slogan. You should patent that,
No.
All right. Nisshaa Muniandy, thank you so much for setting aside your time this Friday morning and being part of our W Talk and speaking to all the many millions of women and girls out there. And I'm very sure everyone, which includes all of us here in the studios at Trax FM too, you inspired all of us. We wish you nothing but the best in all of your endeavors, and we pray that your operation that you will undergo, everything goes well for you. Yeah?
So thank you so much. I think I'm glad to have you. The way you narrate me, it's beautiful. Thank you.
The pleasure is mine. The pleasure is mine. I hope to see you in person someday. You have a fantastic Friday ahead, Nisshaa. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
All right, that's Nisshaa Muniandy, a teacher and a poet, and she set aside her time on this Friday morning for the last 30 minutes talking to us about living a positive life with disabilities and not letting all of these minor things in your life be setbacks and hold you back from living your life. For those of you who just tuned in, if you missed out on this very thought-provoking, intriguing, and inspirational dialogue that I had with Nisshaa, don't worry, you can head straight on back to our Facebook page at Trax FM Official and replay the entire conversation there. Keep it right here. I'll be right back after a couple of songs to wrap up this hour and give way for the news. I'm Anil on the mic, and this is W Talk on Trax Momentum. The hour. I'm Anil on the mic, and you're with me on Trax FM's Trax Momentum, the 27th of October, Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I'm sure a lot of you are planning out to have a spectacular weekend. Yes, of course, don't worry. The weekend is just around the corner. I guess for all of you who are working, probably just about 6 hours away before the clock strikes 5 or 6. But anyway, speaking about the clock striking at times, 12 o'clock, we'll be crossing over to the RTM News Center for the 12 o'clock news updates, and then I'll be back for another hour of Tracks Momentum. But in the meantime, just to let you know, I wrapped up a very insightful conversation with a teacher and a poet. Her name is Nisshaa Muniandy, and she shared her story on how we can live a life, a positive life that is, despite having any disabilities. And I'm sure this one is a very inspirational one. If you want to watch it, don't worry, you can hit straight back onto our Facebook page at Tracks FM Official and replay the entire conversation there. Leaving you with this one, Elevation by Erasure. See you on the other side after the news.
You're listening to Tracks FM's podcast. If you've enjoyed our content, more podcasts are available on the RTM Click app and website. Let us know what you think. Please email us at tracksfm.rtm@gmail.com. Like and follow us on social media at Tracks FM Official.